In today's video, I'm going to explain why it's the best time right now to be getting involved and building with NFT projects. Let's get into it. So before we get into it, I know it has been a while since I've uploaded a YouTube video, especially when it comes to NFTs. And the reason why is from the gap from my most recent video till now, I really have just been so busy working with the NFT projects that I'm currently involved in. And a lot of it has just taken my time away from being able to balance out YouTube while putting in a good amount of time in my other things in real life with NFTs. But now I'm more than ready to get back into it, and I felt like in this current bear market, I really wanted to highlight what are the benefits of really getting involved in any NFT project at the moment, right? So in today's video, I'm going to talk about why it is the best time right now, how you can get started, and what exactly can you do to get involved with the current meta, right? So let's get into it. So why is this bear market the perfect time to build and get involved with communities? So from the perspective of a moderator, builder, and founder, I've come to realize that there's this thing called project fatigue. And I realized that it happens a lot, especially when the market seems to be bearish. You start to see a lot of the attention spans of communities, people that used to be fans of big projects. They tend to leave the project just because there's not a lot of volume, there's not a lot of sales going on, and unfortunately that affects the community as well, right? So this term project fatigue, to me, I define it as when the team or the founders, whoever is behind the project, they tend to be a little bit inconsistent with putting out content, putting out some like an incentive for the community to still be involved with the project, right? And I've just been seeing this a lot in this current meta, unfortunately. And a lot of it just has to come down to the bearish market affecting the NFT space as a whole. You start to see sales going down, you start to see the volume of OpenSea going down, there's not a lot of trading going on. And if you are making plays and if you are making profit, then you are one of those lucky people to be still striving in this space. And it is completely possible to still be doing that. But in today's video, I really just wanted to highlight why it's the perfect time to build. And to me, it's the perfect time to build because, one, not a lot of projects seem to be releasing at the moment, unless you're like a really huge founder and you decide to release one during these times. Then obviously it could be fairly easy for you to get traction. However, for those that have no experience at all but they want to release a project, probably right now is not the best time to really do that, just because of the current market situations, right? But what does that mean, right? To me, that means that this bear market is giving us enough time to double check everything before we market and release our project, right? You want to be able to double down on the brand of your project. You want to be able to double down on the logistics of your project, your roadmap, right? You want to be extra detailed and articulate, especially when you're given this amount of time, especially with who knows how long this bear market will last, right? But just use this time now, use it to your advantage, and just use it as a way to really just start getting detailed and extremely articulate with how you want to present your project, especially when it comes to the marketing side of things, right? So that when the current bearish market turns into a bull run, and we don't know how long that will last as well, you just want to be ready for it, and you want to have content and a strategy in place so that when the bull run does happen, you have something to use that as a momentum, right? So this is just one of the many reasons why I believe right now is the best time to get involved. And the bearish market is honestly a blessing in disguise at the end of the day. So now the question is, where does the opportunity lie in the midst of all this chaos and in this current bearish market, right? And to me, the answer lies with what I just said previously before this, is you want to find the projects that are currently going through project fatigue and be of a helping hand and reach out to them, right? Because honestly, at a point where if the project is struggling immensely and they're relying on last minute ideas and concepts, that's probably the time to reach out and offer some ideas or just be of a helping hand, especially if you're knowledgeable in something that you might not think the team is, right? So that to me is as simple as reaching out to a head mod, maybe even the founder himself, and just be like, hey, like, I would love to be part of your team. I have many ideas, I have many concepts that I feel like would benefit the project at the moment. And if you're open to it, I would love to be, interviewed and, maybe just ask further questions, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be built like that, but you just want to reach out in general and just offer your services in a way where you show that you are a genuine supporter of the project, right? And that's one thing too is it's very, very heartbreaking to see a lot of the projects that I myself had faith in struggle a bit, especially during this bearish market. And again, sometimes it comes down to the meta, right? Sometimes the meta just affects the way the project team moves, and unfortunately it just results in project fatigue and people just leaving the project, right? So again, the opportunity just lies within the struggling communities, but if you feel like you can revive them, if you feel like that you can play a huge role in keeping that project alive, then why not reach out, right? So that's what to me is where the opportunity is. And so the last thing that I wanted to talk about, this is more so of what skills can you pick up during this bear market and what I think is the most essential. So to me, I think learning how to market is probably one of the greatest skills you can ever learn in general, right? And the reason why I say this is because I've seen a lot of effective marketing strategies that actually revived a lot of these projects, especially in bearish markets. And to me, I've just noticed that with a really good marketing strategy, combine that with a really good brand, and then on top of that, combine that with a really strong community, I've literally seen projects floor price where it literally flipped upside down just because of this method. And so to me, this is something that I'm trying to learn myself, and it's something that I'm studying day by day. And to me, I just think marketing is probably one of the greatest skills that you can implement, especially in a dying project. And again, marketing is a science, it's a skill, and it's definitely something that I believe is a skill that everyone should pick up, especially in this NFT space, right? Okay, so that's it for today's video, guys. It was a pretty short one. I really just wanted to recap a very small thing that I had in my head for quite a while now, and I just wanted to put it out in a YouTube video. So again, if you have any questions about or any comments, please feel free to DM me on Twitter, which is at NFT Bawsa, or you can just simply leave it down below in the comment section. And if anything, you can definitely expect more videos in the near future. And again, just thank you guys for tuning in. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.